Could you describe a memorable experience or interaction you've had through Thicket Tales at our school that reaffirmed the impact of your work in the education community? So any sort of experiences, thoughts on that?
Mrunali Sundar.
Okay.
Any stories around?
Yeah, I think I'll go with the example of one day at Banagata itself.
Okay.
That was our first episode with ASV, and we had it at Makkalakuta. So
Sweet.
Already the kids were full hype because there's somebody who's coming and taking them out. So I think that was the first
always
impact.
excited.
Yeah, I think that was the first impact. But so that game was basically one where the children did a role play of different. They were all different animals in Bannerghatta, not the zoo, but the.
So the children were animals.
Yeah, not the zoo part, but like the forest part of Bannerghatta.
Okay.
So some of them were herbivores, some of them carnivores, and the whole game was them to see what roles these different animals played, what is their societal structure, and
Nice.
How does it play out in the forest and that. So they had 2 rounds where, let's say, in the first round the forest was this much.
Okay.
And the second round, the forest changed to this much.
Okay, it shrinks.
Yeah, it shrinks. The only thing is that they don't know it shrinks or not. We're just saying the boundary is this much.
Okay.
Second time the boundary becomes lesser. And then we asked them what was the difference between the first round and the second round. That's all we asked. And they said, if I recall right, I think it's Nagarjun. And he said, Akka, ಕಾಡು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದಾಗ ಜಾಗ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಗ ಔಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ವಿ. So the whole idea was that the carnivores caught the herbivores, right? So when the space shrank, they got caught quicker, and we didn't get. So they said like we couldn't go eat. There were not many trees,
Right.
and they caught us very fast because it was only so much space to run around. So then I was asking, so what does that mean? And then ಕಾಡು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುವಾಗ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಜಾಗ ಇರಲ್ಲ. Right, so we didn't tell them anything at all. Yeah.
And then he added, that's why they come inside Bangalore. And that's exactly what any conservationist would tell after a decade of research.
Yeah.
That was
we're not ruling out what conservation is saying, but we're saying that's just simple observations that can lead you to such a great understanding.
True.
That we need.
One, understanding. Second, asking questions. Relating it to different parts of their life. To see what's happening.
We are just adhering to conservation saying. Whatever he's saying is true, great with research. Even with the game, a child is able to
because
tell
our level of research, it's not translating here, right?
True.
There is a gap between so much of science that's happening that's not getting through at all. And now we're still working at the fundamentals of it. Right. So if the fundamentals of science don't get to them, where is it going to go at the higher level?
I agree. Right. So did you have any more experiences like this through your classes?
Yeah, a lot of experiences. But the game itself was designed in such a way that they're able to think about the topic.
Right.
But I would like to share a couple of stories on just the meta level of what happened with Thicket Tales at ASV.
Please.
So there was this silent girl.
Okay.
Is it okay if I name?
Absolutely, that's
so
fine.
The silent girl Chinmay.
Okay.
By the session started, our program started, she used to be very silent, well-behaved, middle bencher types, and she'll be stunned. Like she'll be stunned.
Ask her anything, she'll be like
stunned. And then through the course, she started to slowly answer. And because we were very encouraging, like that's full hyped up we have given, and then she's like first one to raise and then answer. Slowly that transformation has been wonderful for us to see. But then during exhibition, she was not comfortable in speaking in English. We were totally fine. We were telling English is just a language, it doesn't matter. Just that she's a phenomenal dancer. And when I was just telling her, okay, if you go and dance in Europe, just to transact, you need some language called English, right? That's okay. If you don't even know, that's okay. Can you try? And she's like, okay, I'll take sincere effort. And she made 2-3 words and she weaved it together into a small sentence.
Right.
And over a week, she had practiced so well.
So nice.
That on exhibition, we thought, I was like, that's okay if you not speak in English, just speak so that you learn public speaking, no matter the language.
Right, even if you fail.
Made sincere effort that she spoke in a combination of English and Kannada.
Wow.
And that was like
so inspiring.
that was so beautiful.
I know.
And then so there are, so this is one persona of a child, okay, how she transforms.
Right.
And there are another bunch of children, our favorite. I mean, all children are our
Sure.
favorite. But then these kids are hyperactive. And then hyperactive as in they want to be, I am cool.
Yeah. I want
So
to be
I
in
am
this.
the,
Yeah.
like I'm the Don. I am like KGF vibes. They're wonderful inside classroom when we ask questions.
Right.
There are a lot of group activities. They're
Right.
phenomenal. Like they'll answer anything. Their critical thinking is super.
Fantastic.
So when we translated to our live project where they had to build a model, they were like not very keen.
Okay.
So out of 45 children we worked, 3 of them didn't want to work.
They were like, huh.
Kabadi ka
They had decided this is not something I'm going to get involved in.
Correct. So we still went ahead and then we didn't scold them obviously. Like I told, can Thicket Tales cater to all the persona?
Sure.
So they were like, okay, fine, but just don't disturb the class. Yeah. Which is fair, right? There's a line.
Agreed.
You choosing not to
Yeah.
build the model is fine.
Engage with
But
it.
then you disturbing is not fine.
Sure.
So it worked out. But on the exhibition day, what happened was so beautiful. So these 3 hyperactive boys, right? They have a lot of leadership quality and
Okay.
organization, operation just comes like that. So they were volunteering. They fixed everything, made charts.
Sure.
Yeah, they helped me out
Everything.
quite a bit even without asking,
Yeah.
right? Noಡಿದ್ರಿ banner
Full like that. They do like they're just like that. They help you a lot.
Fantastic.
But all the models were set up. All the team members started explaining. These 3 boys didn't have anything to explain, right? So we were also busy. So Mrunali went and told, okay, there's nobody to man
Right.
a table called Thicket Tales.
Right.
We're gonna display some materials. Can you just stand there? And she left. And I was walking around. After like say 10 minutes, I saw them speak. I was like, what are they speaking? And then I go near them. They had practiced what to speak if parent comes near, and then they have beautifully told how we design a lesson. They have read the lesson plan, and then they started to tell how we design lesson plans,
God.
how we have incorporated activities, and
So
how this
nice.
whatever she was telling about hyper localization, right? So they had used we had used rocks to learn about. So
Rock
we
science.
had used Lal Bagh story to learn about rocks.
Right.
And that lesson plan was there.
Right.
And they took that reference and they started to tell how we design a program,
Wow.
and how it has impacted them, and how they have been annoying, but how we still were like patient enough, and that's why you should
Oh
sign
my
up for
God.
Thicket Tales.
Really?
Imagine
So
a child
sweet.
goes and tells.
Yeah,
I
that's-
should imagine.
I think we should have them pitch for our other
I was like, okay, I am resigning. Can you just pitch? They were like, at the end, there's this boy called Bharat. Bharat and Dikshit and Samarth were there, I guess. So Bharat was like, he has problem in speaking in
Sure,
English.
sure.
But then he went ahead to speak in Kannada-ish, English-ish thing.
He's mixed them both and he's
Both.
like,
Genuine effort.
Wow,
He
man,
had not
this is-
even wanted them to
yeah,
speak in
you didn't
English.
want them, yeah.
I told just one of them, if somebody asks, just tell what we do in class.
Wow.
I didn't even know these other 3 people got involved.
Wow.
And it was so magical to see. And then Bharat was like, Adhike, you should sign up to Thicket Tales. I was like, I'm sold. Can you just resign? You be the founders.
So
It was
sweet.
So beautiful.
So nice, so nice. I'm so glad that,
So that reaffirmed
Yeah.
our vision of Thicket Tales
So
itself.
nice, so nice.
So we take genuine effort to bring nature immersive experiences.
Sure.
So they know when to tell no, what
Yeah.
happens to Mother Earth,
Yeah.
what happens to wildlife, what
Yeah.
happens to water of Bangalore.
Right.
But this was intended, like this was the goal that we wanted to see, but then
Right.
it played out.
so
right?
nice, so nice.
So yeah, it was beautiful.
Very nice, very nice. Superb. Great.